Hello, Scrappy Names fans. Here I am back with another YouTube hop. This one is our Summer Love YouTube hop. I'm doing a Project Life spread for this, and I'm using the gorgeous Scrap and Fun Kits, who is our sponsor for this hop. The January kit. That's right, January kit. Yes, school on the post. Anyway, so just going through and deciding what I'm going to do here. I thought I'd be really clever and actually print my photos in the Project Life app, but then discovered that I was in desperate need of, which are on order, some page protectors. So anyway, so I have to fiddle around here, which is what you'll see me do. But what I've done here is kept this bit in, just so you can have a bit of a gaze at what I've got in my kit here, in my little embellishment kit. So this one has a variety of different little papers, some cards, and you can see some little embellishments there, like the flowers, and you'll see me use all of that I'm using is from Scrapping Fun Kits. And as I said, they're a sponsor for our, the lovely Raelene is a sponsor for our hop again this time. So what you need to do to be in the running to win the gorgeous prize, which I have a picture at the end of my video, so stay to the end and you can see what you could be in the running to win, is you need to hop along to each of the YouTube videos. So myself and several other scrapping ladies I should say, are in this. So you just hop along from my video to the next person, who I will link in my description box, and basically come back to hop all the way around to me, leave a comment and like the video, and that leaves you in the draw. You have to do it on each video in the draw to win the gorgeous prize from Scrap and Fun Kits. So what I'm doing here is I'm using these pattern papers that the lovely Raelene has created to make my own little Project Life cards. Sorry, moment of blank there what I was doing. So I've used already one that she had created, that blue, which I think says nothing but blue skies, I think it says on the top, and then I'm backing it with this coloured background paper, just because the card didn't fit in the pocket the way I wanted to, and having the right, it just didn't work for me, so I made it the way I wanted. Lots of fussing around. This video went for nearly an hour, so I've cut chunks of it out as much as I possibly could without taking away from the creating element, as well as sped it up a bit for you, so bear with me. So as you can see laid out in front there on my craft mat is some bits and pieces from the embellishment kit. I try and use as much of this as possible in different ways throughout this Project Life spread, just to give you a bit of an idea of what you get in those kits, because as I said, you could win one, and you know, you want to know probably what you want to win. So just backing this onto this pattern bit of paper. Now I was tossing up whether or not to make this originally a title card for this spread. In the end, I actually use it as a journal card, journaling card, and I don't so much have a title card for this, because my plan is to print off a couple more photos and create a 12 by 12 title page. So any of you that are familiar watchers with me, I sometimes do that when I'm doing like documenting a lot of photos from one event. So for instance, this is our holiday we went away on a few weeks ago, up to Southwest Rocks. And so yeah, so there'll be lots of photos from the week that we were away. So I'm going to use one sort of title page, and then just have probably a few different Project Life spreads to document that week away. So this is just the first sort of afternoon that we got there, and the first day that we got there, we went straight down to the beach nearby my partner's sister. She lives up there, and yeah, I can't remember what the beach's name was. For the life of me, could not remember, so I'll have to try and look back to jot it down for future memory keeping. But it was absolutely gorgeous, because the kids could have a really awesome swim, because it wasn't really choppy or anything like that. So these gorgeous little, I don't know what the material is, but these little flowers, they've got this gorgeous sparkle to them, and they're the most beautiful colour. And obviously the kit coordinates really well together with everything. So yeah, so I've used a bit of yellow ribbon that was in the kit as well as these flowers. Now, a bit of a disclaimer, I guess, I did have a bit of trouble with things sticking down, so I did have to use my glossy accents to really get things to stick to, like the ribbon here and stuff. I didn't realise how how adhesive glossy accent glue can actually, glue or whatever it is, can actually be. And it wasn't the purpose I brought it for. I actually brought it to try and use to make that all sparkly, you know, that sort of stuff. So yes. Now these little blue flower pieces, and you can't tell from here, but you might be able to tell when I give you a bit of a close-up to it. They're like a blue little, like metal-y kind of flower shape. It was really awesome. It's quite unique. So yeah, that worked in really well. It was really pretty, different element to add. I did have to wait for it to dry, and I sort of had to wait. You'll notice that journal card doesn't actually go into a pocket until like right at the very end, because it just took forever to dry. So I really liked this 4x6 card, and I was really kicking myself. I couldn't sort of make the layout more of a horizontal shape page protector. So I'm going to use this to the best of my ability here. So what I do is I've cut these photos down. So these were in the Project Life app, and I printed them as a little 2x2, however you want to call it, collage piece. So what I've done is then cut them out, and I'm actually going to cut them down further to make them fit, because I really loved this card. I love it. It says summer, and I actually jot underneath it with my black pen. I end up writing summer, and it says and I write holidays in underneath. So these photos of my kids in the pool on the afternoon we got there, they just were busting as soon as they saw Aunt Alison's pool. That was it. They were like, yes, please. So yeah, that was sort of like their highlight for the afternoon there. So this, as I said, is a mixture of the afternoon by the beach, by the pool, and then the morning or the next day. So our first full day there down by this beach. So, and it was a bit of a big event because my daughter is a bit scared of beaches and waves and things like this. And whilst this one wasn't wavy or anything like that, she still was a bit standoffish. But then she got in, and just absolutely getting her out we were there for hours, and she absolutely loved it. She had more sand in her swimmers than I think that was actually left on the beach. So what I've done is just cut that green pattern paper down to a 4x6 size, and then I'm just going to add this summer card over the top. It wasn't quite fitting into the pocket page. I'm using a Kaiser Craft page protector, and I'm not sure if the sizing measurements are a little off compared to your Becky Higgins ones. So that's, I think, probably why that didn't quite fit. So I've just backed it with that green pattern paper. So I have a bit of a fuss around. I'm making sure that it all fits in perfectly. And then I'm just going to play around with the placement of my photos, and I stick them down. Now, as I said, this was a long video. It was a long process. Just getting everything right, making sure the elements fitted. And because I wasn't happy with the page protector, I was sort of having to make things work in a way that I didn't plan for, if that makes sense. So, yeah, it was a bit of a bugger, but yeah. Now, this little flare badge that she's made, that the lovely Raelene has made, I think that says by the pool, in the pool, or something like that. And so obviously absolutely perfect, because these children of ours turned into fish while we were away, because all they did was want to be in the pool when we weren't at the beach. So also in your kit you get a lovely bits of these washi tapes. So this month, oh no, sorry, I shouldn't say this month because it's February, but January had 4 in it. I'm not sure yet. I haven't actually completely pulled open the February one, but anyway, you'll see the kit at the end. I've slowed it down so you can have a look and see it, the prize kit that you can win. So it should have some washi in there. And as I said, the theme for this one is Summer Love. So it was either documenting about summer or documenting being the month of love. You could document, around the theme of love. So obviously I went with our summer holiday because we've only just sort of come back. We've only been back sort of 2 weeks. And I was very keen to, when I got this January kit, I was holding off using it until I got back and started printing photos from our holiday, because I knew it would just be perfect. And so it was. So just adding a bit of bling here just to break up the card a little bit, just because there's obviously so much blue with the water and stuff. Just to add a bit more colour to it. Now just playing around, just having a look to see if I can add anything to it. I didn't want to cover in the green. I thought the green gave a nice contrast with all the blue there from the water in the pool. So I obviously didn't use that ribbon. So I just used some little blue diamantes that also came in it. And just to add a bit of sparkly to the card. As I said, I'm just gelling my lovely hair there. Desperate need of a haircut. And I'm just writing in holidays. Just going over it, making sure my pen is running out, and I love this pen to write with. It's so smooth, so I need to get a new one. I just keep forgetting. All right, so as you can see scattered there, I'm at is more of those, is more of the kit. All right, coming back. Oh, yes, I fight with it. That's why I turn the camera off. All right, so just working out next what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to play around with some filler cards. As I said, I didn't go with a title card. I just went with journaling and just some filler cards. And I'm trying to make sure that my filler cards, whilst using the colour of the pictures, which is obviously predominantly that blue colour of the water, I want to break it up a little bit. So I'm using this background here, which I think's got like sunglasses and snorkels, I think, from memory on it. And I'm just putting this one that says Summer Splash. That pink just breaks up all that blue a bit. And there's elements of pink there in the clothes and stuff of the pictures, so it works in well. All right, now I think I go to stick. Oh, I love these flowers. Oh my God, I love these flowers in this kit. I had to make sure I used one on this layout. I just had to. It had to work. There's this gorgeous little gold pineapple paper clip. I always struggle with clips. I don't know why. They're literally always a challenge for me. So yes, but I don't end up using it. And then this green thing. As I said, I'm just trying out some different bits and pieces from this kit. I've only recently sort of subscribed to them, to the Scrapping Fun kit, so just getting used to what comes in Raelene's kits and things. Yeah. So I popped that Summer Splash piece here. Oh, sorry. Long day. Up on some foam tape. Just, just to add a bit of visual difference, I guess, is putting it on that angle. Just looks a bit, it's not all sort of one way, left to right all the time. Oh, and this cute little charm. There was another, I think there's another charm in there as well. No, maybe not. This one. But that cute little pineapple charm. Loved it. I had to use it straight away. And I also stuck it down with some glossy accents, which you'll probably see me do shortly. I'm probably jumping ahead here. Just playing with some more washi strips. I've got a thing at the moment with doing this with washi, just adding a random strip at the bottom or top somewhere on the page or on a card. I don't know why. I just have this thing with washi in general at the moment. I've gone back to my washi days of scrapping. Again, just adding another pop of colour to the spread. Little pops of different colours there just help to break it up a little bit visually for you. And this watermelon little, like, I don't know if it's fabric, I don't know what you would call it. It's a handmade piece, I can tell you that. So it's pretty cool. So I hope you do enjoy this hop. We did the last one at Christmas, which I know a lot of you who are new subscribers hopped along and joined in on my channel then. And those who are regularly watching my channel, I normally would have an Arty Fun Friday video, and I do have one planned and done. I just haven't uploaded it because this one will be on and I don't want to overtake from the YouTube hop. So I'll probably not post my Arty Fun Friday video. I'll still probably post my planner one on Saturday or Sunday, but I'll save this one, this Friday video, my Arty Fun Friday, to next Friday. So yeah. So I just popped the date down on that card after I showed you. I realised I needed to probably put that on there. Right. Now this is another piece of like pattern cardstock paper that was in the kit as well, a wordy sort of one. So I'm just going to cut that down. It makes a good little filler card as well. Like I did actually go to use this as a sort of embellishment card, or bits and pieces like that. But being that it was so wordy, it just didn't fit right. So it's perfect for this here. And again, that stark white with the colour on it breaks the page up, I think, a little bit too. And you've got the white on that card on the right. All right. It's really hard when you open a new kit. I don't know anyone else, but like I now get a couple of different little kits. And you open it up for the first time and you have no idea. I think that's why I struggled with this spread, is I was like, I want to use all of it, and I want to show it off to everyone, especially for the hop, so that you can see what you're getting, sort of thing, even though it's not the same, but you get the idea of what's in the kits. But yeah, and you haven't really got familiar with it because you haven't used it yet. So I do that with all of it. This little one's my big main one that I get from Kitaholic Kits. I just like, I don't know where to start. Does anyone else have that problem when you get a kit the first time and you're just like, what do I do now? Yeah, I struggle. First world scrapping problems right there, peeps. So I think this just says smiles in the sun, or sunshine smiles, maybe. I think that might make more sense. I felt that this needed something else other than that little like phrase piece. I cut it down a little bit and put a little fishtail thing on it to make it a bit of a banner. But it needed something, and I didn't know what else. I didn't want to add things in the way of our face. So I do pop this, which I'm not sure what it is. Oh, a little love heart, wood veneer heart. Now that wasn't in the kit. That was just something I grabbed. I think that was randomly laying on top of my storage drawers that sit next to my desk. I was like, yeah, that'll do. It's sitting there. Looks good. That'll be right. Now, I do play around with this piece because I'd sort of chopped up all the paper that was in there. Whoops. So I wanted to get a little bit creative and not have the same card designs on the spread. So I wanted to try and use it in a little bit of a different way if I could, or different designs, so that way it didn't just look all the same. How do I do this one? Oh, this is the one that didn't go at all according to plan. This is the one that probably took me the longest and probably the most editing. So I used this bit of, like, I don't think it's twine. I'm sorry, not really 100% sure what that blue sort of stuff is called. I thought it would be good as a different sort of design element on the page, and a different texture to the page. It didn't go anywhere near what I had planned in my head when I grabbed it. And I probably should have stuck to it looking just like this, but I didn't, and I know now, and now you know. So I keep it in a little bit so you can see how I try and kind of fix my mistake. I wanted to tie it, but then I just thought that's not going to work either for me. And then I try this, and then I thought I'll try a bow. Can't tie bows, couldn't figure out how to do it. This could be what happens when you try and scrap at the end of a really busy day and it's night time, and it could be time for Nana Amy to go to bed. Hence why I'm sort of taking a bit to do this voiceover. But yeah, so I was going to glue it, but I wasn't sure how it would go. What I actually do is try and crisscross it over and almost make like a fish shape and staple it. And then I cover the staples with that Summer Fun little piece there. And as I said, I wasn't happy with it at all. So, oh well, what can you do? No judging. So then I add the other flare that was in this kit, which is like a sunshine look, so beams of light sort of thing and looks like the sun. I added it to try and almost cover up the blue tiny stuff. Yeah, as I said, I think I fixed it, to be honest, but yeah, it wasn't a card that I was particularly happy with, and I'm sure we have that from time to time when you're doing projects. There's something about it, the design piece you use, that you just go, no, that wasn't meant to happen. So as you can see, tapping fingers, I play around here with that little chipboard piece. I think it said just kicking back, but it was too big. I really liked it on there, but it was just too big. It would have cut the photo a bit and taken away from the other bits on the page, on the card. I didn't get you to see that very well, did I? All right, so nearly done, I think. I am just going to create the filler card at the bottom. I really wanted to use this. It says, I think it says, I don't know if it says hello sunshine or just hello, and it's got the flamingo. My daughter loves flamingos. But it didn't fit into any of the little pockets there, so I couldn't really do it. So instead I'm going to use this blue pattern paper again. Oh no, I don't. I changed plan. That's right, I did too. So this paper is actually from a bonus little kit that was sent out by Raelene, was it for December, I think, in celebration of the marriage equality vote and laws that were passed to enable same-sex couples to marry. So yeah, I just thought this was a really awesome little bit to add, just to really break up the colours, plus tie those little bits of yellow and pink and things like that in. And I left this, I do leave the little heart shape that I had already punched out in a previous project like that, because I just thought it looked really cool. I contemplated putting another shape behind it, like cutting out another heart and popping it behind it of a different colour, but then I thought, no, this looks pretty cool, and I get to use the flower that I wanted to use. Now, I tried to use my glossy accents, but it wouldn't stick, so I actually end up using my little stapler to just staple it in to the card. And then I think my layout is pretty much complete. I will have some close-ups for you here at the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to my channel here, and also to hop along to the next person's video, which will be in my description box below. Hop all the way around the videos, each of the videos, till you get back to mine, and that will lead you into the draw to win the awesome cute little prize from Scrap and Fun Kits. So bye.